more support on that rear differential is to add another bearing on that rear axle seal. So what we're going to do is add another wheel bearing onto the brake drum. This brake drum is shaved down a lot. And just go out and get another wheel bearing right there. Same thing, just double it up. Okay, to explain a little bit more on what I'm doing to the 300 to get a little bit more support on the rear diff is add that second wheel bearing right there. This is the brake drum, the vacuum brake drum that is shaved down. And there is, like I said, enough space to fit 2 wheel bearings in there to get extra support. But for it to fit right, you do need to take out this seal, which these are now 2 double sealed wheel bearings, front and rear. And even with the seal in there, it still lets some stuff into this tube. So what we're going to do is take that seal out, like I said, and cut in a grease zerk. I put a 45 grease zerk in there, drilled and tapped it. And so I'll be able to pump this whole tube right here full of grease. And it's going to keep mud and dirt out of that tube. It's going to keep these bearings greased if need be. And like I said, extra support. Okay, and to finish up the 300, what I ended up doing, like I said, I think before, just cut in that grease zerk, and that's where it fits and lines up. This whole tube right now is filled with grease, and it's actually pushing into the differential and vice versa because it started coming out of there. And I do run the clear vent line hose on this one just to be able to tell when it's starting to pump out of there. But as you can see, I don't have any as far as the axle seals go, or even on here. So this double bearing in this is actually doing a pretty good job on keeping the grease in. And as you can see, that is actually the race of the second wheel bearing in there. But everything is lined up. It's flushed within there. So you have one bearing right in here, and you have another one right there. And I mean, so it's way more supported, and everything still fits on fine. We don't have too many more axle threads on here, but this whole thing is actually on threads, or for the most part. Not much of it doesn't have threads. So we're going to ride it around a little bit and give another tighten up. But that is just a quick, simple little thing as far as just more support. So you got a bearing there, bearing here, and then 2 bearings on this one.